Hey all, it's Dinosa, and I was asked to do a quick review on no, not a knife, but a nectarine. So a friend of mine has a tree and asked me to check it out. Now the only thing is I'm not really a fan of nectarines, peaches, and a few other fruits and vegetables that there's other things I am. But I said I would try it, so we're going to go ahead here and give it a whirl and see what it's like. And obviously there is a seed in the middle, so just take that out, and then we'll give it a try. So here we go, first piece. Surprisingly good. Let's see. It's like an apple in a way, but very tasty, very sweet even. That is very tasty. Oh, let's try it again. Maybe that one was just a fluke. And I'm not being vicious here. It's just there's just peaches here. Part of it is you've seen through all my videos, like red hair wasn't exactly a popular color growing up, and it's my natural color. And being called strawberry shortcake for so many times, uh, while I never liked strawberries, I will eat strawberries. I will have strawberry coffee cake, which I love strawberry coffee cake. That's a bomb. But especially this one made in Germany when I went there. But um, it's just thing. And nectarines are just something that was kind of different, and I was afraid of it here. So trying another one. It is very very tasty. So overall, nectarines are very good on that. But that's only half the thing I'm here for. And I'm also here to do a review about the movie with Melissa McCarthy, which ironically, with licking the fingers, and no, it's not Tammy. It's her new one, Spy, with Jason Statham and her as the main stars. And it came out a couple of weeks ago, and I saw it opening day, but I just been lazy on getting this video out. And I'm here to tell you all that I was actually very impressed with it. I thought it was a good movie. Definitely worth a rental, one rental. It's not a lifetime classic movie like Lord of the Rings or anything like that, but it's definitely worth watching because the comedy was actually not that bad. But it also showed some insights where Melissa McCarthy plays a an assistant for spies here. Well, she's literally watching them on satellite and thermal imaging. She's telling them what's ahead of them, what's left or right, and when they get in trouble, she'll send in some like tac thing to go blow them up. It was actually really cool because there was some sequence where she just got on the phone, told them to go blow something up that was 100 feet away, and boom, it blew up. A little fantasy there, unless they were ready, but yeah, it was pretty good. I think I thought the entire film here, but the whole film plots around is that the spy she walked for many years, you know, she started kind of crushing on, but he was like, oh, never seen it beyond that. But he ends up getting killed, supposedly in the movie. Spoiler alert. And she gets and the only thing is the FBI feels that their whole entire spy network has been compromised, so they sent someone who isn't a spy, which is Melissa McCarthy. She goes into Paris and all things, and she tries to be the best spy she can be. She's told to stay out of situations, yet she's going to get involved because she's here to track her. So there were some really good parts about that. I think going to Paris kind of showed some funny sides of it. The motorcycle thing going through the concrete, that was pretty funny because they're all yelling at her. She's like, "Oh, whatever, whatever." But then she had some real attitude during the film. Like there was this one Swedish guy running his mouth saying like, "I'm not crying." And she's like, "Shut up, you bee! Don't make me smack you." And he's like, "Oh, no." And that was it. The only thing about the film that kind of was annoying a little bit is that this belief that she, as a spy, you actually have to be somewhat in shape. And Melissa McCarthy was able to pull off all these stunts without heavy breathing, which we all know the actor is kind of big, or actress is kind of big. She's able to do it without breathing hard. She's able to do all this other stuff, and everything kind of goes great for her. And then, but her biggest conflict is Jason Statham, which actually quit the CIA to go chase the guy she's after personally to end his life, and to get the nuclear bomb back because they're missing a nuclear bomb, and that's what the whole thing's about, is getting this bomb back. And I think the chemistry between Jason Statham and her was absolutely fantastic. It was a great yin yang, almost Abbott and Costello in a way, where she, like, I could see Jason Statham like being a fighter in a movie where she's the manager, his manager or something like that, or maybe a car salesman or something. It was a great yin yang. It just completely opposites, and they just really worked off each other very well. Um, I think they probably will do something else. I don't know if it'll be I Spy 2 or whatever it is. I think there will be something down the future with them, definitely. Not like a relationship, just as a professional thing. And there was one funny scene at the end where she woke up and she's with him. He's like, "Oh, shut up, you liked it." And she's like, that was kind of funny. Um, Other than that, there's not really much else to tell. The movie is a typical spy film, typical fish out of water story, but it was a story where you kind of wanted to root. See, unlike Tammy, which I watched Tammy and I didn't like it in a lot of ways, this film, you could see her, wanting to help, wanting to try, wanting the opportunity, getting thrown into these situations, and then somehow surviving them and becoming a better person. And there's growth. There was definitely plot development. There was definitely character development on how the character changes over time. There's relationships. There's great supporting characters. The bad guys were even interesting, and Melissa McCarthy actually did a great job choreographing some of her fights, which she did most of her best fighting, believe it or not, with a frying pan. Now, what the funny thing is, the frying pan is actually quite an effective weapon if you know how to use it. The only problem with it is your knuckles are exposed. See, that's what I never understood. People are in a knife fight and they're fighting, and someone's got a frying pan doing this. Okay, well, if you know you go here, they're going to knock you the frying pan. So want to go there and then slice their hand on that right up top or right across the back. That's what I never quite understood. That's unfortunately, but I mean, it is Hollywood. Like Hollywood is complained a lot. People have complained a lot of times that a lot of like sword fighting or fist fighting are more dancing than they are actual fights. Because like in this case, she is just overly, well, I'm so bad at a frying pan. I don't know. It was really funny. I think it's definitely worth a watch, though. I say it's 3.5 out of 5. Definitely worth watching. You just got to get past all the things. What I really think that really draws people in is the character development. How she was like the great supporting character for the spy, And then she tries to go to the next level and she gets shot down, and then she slowly grinds her way back up. It's like a comeback story, but it's also a very cliche spy story about arrogant spies not listening to people at the lower levels, even though the lower level people would be telling them, hey, dumbass, you got a bomb in your bag, get rid of it. Um, that happened in the movie, and it was gotten rid of, but it's the same thing. So, anyway, nectarines are very good, very tasty. I think, thank you all, and watch Spy with Melissa McCarthy. I know the other films have come out. Now it's probably low in the rankings right now, but I think it's worth it. Uh, and on a side note, I have no freaking clue why Jurassic World got $500 million. There's something shady about that. The reason why I say there's something shady is you're talking the original old school with the opening day of Jurassic Park. And I didn't go to Jurassic Park. There were 2 films of the summer that year. It was Jurassic Park and it was Last Action Hero. Last Action Hero, in my opinion, was the better film because largely the plot was better, the music was better, our Schwarzenegger, all these things. But the one thing that bugged me about Jurassic Park was run and scream, run and scream, run and scream, run and scream constantly. If they followed the book and how bloody it was and how escaping and how they killed the Tyrannosaurus at the end, which actually the Super Nintendo game port version actually follows the book closer than the actual movie. But if you watch that, you won't be lost, and it would have been a great movie then, because then you would actually have a plot line, and the dinosaurs were just some subsection. You could tell in the film they tried, but man, that thing got butchered and cut up, and then we got more into running and screaming. So, I don't know. I haven't seen Jurassic World yet. A lot of people say it's really good. Supposedly, Chris Pratt did a really good job, and he's rumored to be the next Indiana Jones. Which, unfortunately, Harrison Ford is getting up there. In my opinion, I don't think he'll be like the Sean Connery of Indiana Jones. I don't think anyone could really replicate him very well. It's kind of like the James Bonds. Everyone universally pretty much agrees that the Sean Connery was the best James Bond. But you got to admit there was some close seconds. Now on a side note, they're already talking about a new Bond. I mean, wait a minute. We had the sequel to Skyfall, and then we have the follow-up film that is supposed to show the end of Quantum or Spectre or whatever it is now. I don't know. But go see Spy with Melissa McCarthy. I got a little sidetracked, but go see Spy. I think you'll enjoy it. Just don't go in there with too much of a brain, because then you won't enjoy it. Think of it this way. Go in there like Vin Diesel XXX. Go in there to have fun. If you go in there with intelligent thinking, it's over. It won't work. But the one realistic thing in comparison to the two is where Vin Diesel's character is actually in shape. So he was probably more up to doing the spy stuff than Melissa McCarthy. But hey, it's a comedy. Who cares? Anyway, this is Dinosaur. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.